Alrighty then, folks. Hello, and welcome to the final episode of Double O. Not the final episode of Double O, just the final episode of the Double O TV show. This is actually a re-recording. I got like 2/3 of the way through the stage and the whole thing crashed. And I tried loading up the footage to at least cut out the first part, and it completely failed. So we had to try something else. So I'm just gonna replay this, see if that works out. So if I do something a little bit weird, you'll figure out why eventually. So, you guys have fun. I'll be here for the Mr. Bushido fight, which is... I'll explain it later. Yeah. I can technically resume the old data, but the video's corrupt, so there's really no point.
艦内に響いたライルの慟哭に、それ去るビーイングのメンバーは、戦火における命の儚さを突きつけられる。
I know they're saying this philosophically, but does this mean every life up until this point has not been a big deal? It's only literally because a new is here that it's important. Like,
世界の変革を望む決意はむしろより強固に結ばれていく。
Like, it's kind of insulting to lock on Lyle. Lyle lock on.
兄の感情が作られたものだったか。
Now, see if it was...
俺にはわかんねえ。
If it was lock on experiencing that, yeah, sure.
でも忘れられねえ。
But then
忘れられねえんだよ。
he also didn't give a shit about his brother.
兄も兄さんもだ。さっさと先に死んじまいやがって。兄さんもいない。兄もいない。俺はこの先誰のために死ねばいいんだ。俺たちは死ぬために戦っているんじゃない。人はどんなに必死に生きても一瞬で死ぬ。簡単に壊れて二度と戻らない。俺も間に合わなかった。ニール・ディランディや何人も仲間を失った。
Oh, sorry, I meant Neil, not Lyle earlier. I got them confused.
切な。だが人はこんなに弱くて脆いのに、誰かの思いを受け継いで長い時間をかけて世界を作っている。消えてしまう命なのにずっと忘れられず、誰かの胸の中で生き続けている。たとえ俺が戦うことしかできなくても、人には枯れた大地に花を咲かせて育てることができる者がいる。だから俺は自分ができること、人類の未来のために戦う。ああ、そうだな。刹那。
決着
I
の
also
時が
dig
迫っ
the
てきた。
Setsuna payoff.
アローズの権限拡大に合わせ、イノベーターに支配されつつある地球圏。彼らの蛮行を世界が求めた純粋たる革新者は断ち切ることができるのだろうか。リボンズ・アルマークと刹那 F 精鋭、変革に導かれた者たちが今未来をかけた最後の戦いに挑む。未来のために。
Oh god, yeah. Later we're gonna have to deal with Luisa. And I swear she is designed to attack everyone but Setsuna. We'll get there, though. It's real dumb. So, I've been playing a lot of Astronauts recently, which is a really fun indie game. If you're into space games and building your own spaceship and committing crimes and building your own spaceship while committing crimes. And that's very close to the sound effect of when you have a hole in your ship. So I freak out every time I hear it. I'm like, oh, fuck. Because how I play it on Iron Man, so if I die, I die. And losing air will kill you fast in that game. So we're going to Lagrange 5. So, imagine the Earth and the Sun and the Moon are in a line. There's the Sun, the Earth, and then the Moon. Between the Sun and the Earth is Lagrange 1. On the other side of the Moon is Lagrange 2. Go about 60 degrees out to the right, you get, Lagrange 3 is on the other side of the Sun, opposite of where the Earth is. If you go 60 degrees to the right, you get Lagrange 5, and if you go 60 degrees to the left, you get Lagrange 4. So we're going approximately about 3 months. 3 months travel time for the Earth back. So kind of just in the middle of space. And we are theoretically doing this in about a couple hours, maybe a day. This is getting to the Stargazer 27 days to survive kind of thing. Or 27 days to get home kind of thing. It's like, do GN particles just travel like really fast or what? Because like you'd have to do like a flanking burn in a mobile suit. It'd be crazy. Then again, a GN drive could probably do it. If you remember UC, Xeon's on Lagrange 2. Most things are in Lagrange 1 or within orbit of the Earth. Like, very few things get very far out. And if I remember correctly, Mars is just kind of always near Lagrange 4. Because how that works out. Oh yeah, we hadn't got to this part yet, my bad. Alright, now I'll shut up, because I think there's like 10 more minutes of this. So, I had thought that this happened, like, 15 episodes ago. I thought a lot of this happened, like, 15 episodes ago. Like, you know that battle over the sea we had with, Setsuna, Tyria versus Ali? I thought that's when this happened. But, everyone loves their yandere. Came to the realization the first time that this might be the first time Setsuna's ever seen paper. Just think about how rare it is today. This is like 292 years in the future. He could have legitimately been confused as to what paper was, nor that you could write on paper. And it's Wang Lume, so you know that that's like cotton pulp paper, specifically grown from types of cotton only grown in like mainland China, which has been RLL or HRL, Human Reform League, for so long that like people don't even know they used to grow cotton there. It's like, ah yes, this is the exquisite tea mine. Yes, we mined the tea out of the ground. We buried it there 300 years ago. Because it gets better flavor. Now, see, we just finished up Destiny. And by just, I mean like 2.5 months ago. Sorry. I'm really trying to get this done. So, tell me that Graham doesn't seem like a guy who went to Kyoto for the first time? did one of the traditional walks back when they let tourists do those, and because Americans got us banned from them. And, like, did a traditional walk, fell in love with being a Ronin or a samurai, and just continued to be weird about it, and everyone else is like, you really don't understand what's going on. But yeah, so normal slug-out fight, we do about 5,000 damage, he has 1,500, we have 5,500, or 15k, so we hit him, he hits us back, we hit him, we kill him. The first time I did this, I actually missed 4 times in a row, but you heal in between turns. So I thought it was scripted. It isn't. I redid it and... If you do the fight 3 times and hit every time you win. You understand that there isn't like a set rules of Bushido, right? Same as like chivalry is also not a written down code. Certain people have had versions of it written down. But it's not like you can go Google the rules of Bushido and get the codex written in the 13th century that explains it. I can't look at him as anything but a shitty cosplayer.
そのようなものでないがしろにされるほどこの戦い安いものではない。君たちって僕とルイスのこともそこまで把握していながら私の行為に呆れるか少年だがもともと生きる意義とは個々人で異なるものだとしてもなぜそこまで戦いに固執する
Because he doesn't know how to ask you out on a date. Okay. So, notice how we have 1100 again? So it's like we only got hit once. If we hit him, he does 4,000 damage to us. We hit him back.
私にとっては剣技を磨き、ガンダムを実力で打ち倒すことこそが生きる望み、生きた証となるのだ。戦いの勝敗のためだけに生きるというのか。そうだ。182回をも重ねてきた君との剣撃、この苦しいまでの情熱に私の心は真なる生の充実に震えている。
I bet Bandai had a...
そのような感情など
Bet Bandai had an intern that had to count every sword slash through all of their battles, and that was like 2 nights of work. Oh, we might actually die.
私は戦いたいのだ。戦って勝ちたいのだ。ガンダムに。違う。ガンダムは戦うための存在などではない。ガンダムという存在は問答無用。貴様は我が宿願の最初で最後の障害であればいい。そこで私の空は晴れる。一点の曇りのない空に。その空に、その向こうに何がある。貴様が求めるものの先に未来があるというのか。
Oh, well, we dodged. Okay. So, if you don't dodge, you have like 300 HP left. So I hit him back. Yeah. We'd both be at like 300 HP, and then you finally defeat him, kind of thing. The challenge is also get this done in 3 turns, not 2 turns, which numbers-wise it would be 2 turns. That's why I thought it was scripted. Like, it wouldn't made sense that this was the whole thing that was supposed to happen. But nah, I just got unlucky. I missed all 4 of my first attacks. Like, oh, wow, Graham's kicking our ass. But yeah, that unlocks Mr. Bushido. God, I love Trans Am with GM Tau drives, like that one last chance before you're gonna explode. But hey, they went to the naked zone.
ここは一体私はすでに涅槃にいるというのか
God, he is such a weeb. Holy crap.
違う。
少年
ここは漁師が集中する場所だ。
I had this tabletop a long time
何を
ago.
よまいごとを
4 years ago now, I think?
わかる気がする。
Where one of the
イオリア・
characters
シュヘンベルグがガンダムをいや GN ドライブを作ったわけが
I gave one of the players the 1.5 Gundam, and I had them fight a kaiju fight basically against a Gundam Age
武力
monster.
介入はこのための布石
I forget which one it was. It was the gorilla one.
人類を革新に導くこと
And like I gave him the chance to go Trans Am, so it exploded.
俺は変革しようとしている
Like I wanted to give him the chance to rebuild the suit
変革
and like make it the way he
それが
wanted
君
it
の祈り
versus.
した
Oh, it has a
極
gun
みだ
and
と
a
いうの
sword.
か
I'm really sad the campaign ended a little bit
私
after
が
that
求めるのは
because
戦う者のみが到達する極み
I had this like big storyline planned out where they'd go to this destroyed colony and find a GN drive.
しかし
It's gonna be so cool.
彼とで戦うことしかできない存在
I'm just bitching about campaigns that
だ
didn't
から
work
こ
out
そ
now.
私は望む君と戦うことを
Ram's 20 in the first one, right? Or 21, depending on what part of the season it is. This is 4 years later, so he's 24. Setsuna, I'm pretty sure, is 21 right now. So he's calling him young man even though he's 3 years younger than him. Graham is like the quintessential high school student. He's a senior and a freshman just came in and you're like, he's young. It's like, well, yeah. It's a quarter of your life, but still. What do you think Graham would deal with if he had survived this? Well, he does survive this. How he would deal with everything. Like, you think he'd be embarrassed? Or do you think he would double down? I think he would double down. No, we know he doesn't double down. The proposed Season 3 of 00, Graham would be the main character piloting the new Exia. I also had the same question about Nana. I actually brought it up first with Nana in the last one. We'll get to it in a moment, though. I am, of course, jumping the gun. So she wants to live a happy life. She wants to survive, and she wants to avenge her brothers. So she sets herself up in an organization and then betrays them. And she finally gets what she thinks is a minor victory over someone who has oppressed her. But who really didn't oppress her, but she doesn't see it that way because victim complex, the spiral, all that junk. It's all pseudoscience bullshit, don't worry about it. Loud cough. But then she gets betrayed.
あれだ、あのガンダムだ。ママとパパを殺したあの時のガンダム。
You reap what you sow, or turnabout is fair play. Louisa is actually getting redemption for this, though, sort of. Or payback, at least. Not really redemption. But Ornada to survive this, what do you think she would do? She finally got what she thought she wanted, and it turned out to be wrong, and that killed her. She never got to avenge her brother. She completely misjudged everything about her. You think she would get really depressed? Really foolhardy? Or do you think she would double down and, like, become a murderous psychopath? I think she would do the murderous psychopath until she found another. Knowing the writers of Gundam, they would probably do the mother analog. Give the character a child. However weird that is if you think about it. I suggest you don't, because so many things do it that it'll kill a lot of things. But I think that's what they would do. And it would be terrible. But I think it'd be interesting to explore that. Just like, where do you go after the end of this? Alright, go be happy. What does that mean? So yeah, now we're going to Lagrange 2, which is on the other side of the... Lagrange 2 is also getting to the point where you can't really see the sun. It's like a small, like, marble-sized dot on the horizon, versus being a lot bigger when you're in L1. After you get to about Mars, it starts to look just like every other star, just a lot brighter. And then in Jupiter, you can barely tell. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to explore both, like, Nana and, to some degree, Graham's future. I don't think Season 3 is really going to do it, though. I think after what happened in Trailblazer, Graham is set, his character is set. And it's going to be like none of the past stuff happened. I think that's just because of distance. 00 was what, 2007, 2009, something like that? So it's been almost 20 years when the third season's gonna come out, if it even comes out. Because with Hathaway being delayed and GQC and all that other stuff, I'm questioning if it even happens. Linda's also raising so many death flags, it's crazy. Notice that we haven't dealt with Ali either yet. That'll come up in a second. hey, Klaus is finally out of that room. And now they're on a ship and definitely not in danger. Catharon needs to learn OPSEC as well. Hey, these guys are a coup d'etat fleet. Here's some battle plans. You should follow them. Never trust your enemy with anything. Not your people's lives, nor any of your weapons. They're your enemy until proven otherwise. And remember, coup d'etats are generally bad for the people who commit the coup. It's the people after who get the benefits. And usually those are the rich elite. You know, the people who paid for the coup. So after the Smirnov stuff, this is Soma, not Marie. The blending hasn't happened yet. I think that's a movie thing. I tried thinking about what would happen to Anu if she survived instead of Lyle, but we know so little about Anu and her personality, and I don't know if we ever see anything really from her point of view, that I couldn't really establish anything that would happen that wouldn't just be fanficky schlock. I don't think I'd ever do it, but I think I could do something fun with Nana. I don't think I would be able to write Graham the way I'd want, or how his character would actually go, to make it make sense that he would actually be in Trailblazers. There's this writing term that a lot of people confuse that I kind of like, so I always bring it up, is a rose by any other name is a horse. It's based off of a lot of old fantasy novels where they would have a horse, it would function like a horse, but they wouldn't call it a horse. So the only thing you're doing is confusing your reader by not calling it a horse. This is kind of the opposite side of the conversation, is does your name really even matter? If you meant the same thing but called them something entirely different, does that matter? And with a lot of people it's yes, because their name is a innumerable part of them. It's a thing that doesn't change. I always thought that was fun to think about. Oh, right, yeah, this one's pretty long. I'm gonna put my controller down. left. I wonder who that could be. Be really funny if they used one of the Memento Mori platforms and like angled the shot straight at their fleet. It's like, oh yeah, you guys abandoned these, so we were like, fuck it, let's do this. Then again, we're behind the moon, so. I like it's like, strike them down, we're gonna send in reinforcements. 6 aheads appear. That's it. Just 6 aheads. That was like their backline defense reserve, or a bunch of kids are piloting it. Or like, they got the mess chefs in mobile suits. I think, like, more enemies appear after this, though. He has the claw gun. Remember that, Aeolia expected the double cross by Rivens, respected the triple cross by Regine. So I thought this was one of the things that was established in season 1, that like Innovids really don't matter about their body because they're part of Veda, and they just kind of get backed up. But I might have been wrong about that. Like, I thought that was the thing we knew about Tieria, though. Why are you doing this? I mean, to be fair, they are international terrorists. Like, they're all gonna die in prison, probably. It's gonna be weird, like, serial killer prison, too, because, like, random people are gonna fall in love with them. It's just gonna be awkward. So now both our left and our right sides are damaged. I love how extra this ship is. Just like, yeah, we cut the meteor in half. Alright, why? Why? Well, we wanted it shaped like an arrow. This is space. Like, air resistance doesn't matter. Well, we wanna. Or are we supposed to assume that they found a boomerang-shaped asteroid? I mean, I guess that is possible. These guys are Gagas, I think? I'd have to check. I think it's Gaga. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those missions. It's always one of those missions. You know, you could do that thing where you have like 3 layers and they all say the same thing. You know, that thing you've done before. get our boys down. So, big groups of people, slightly less people, Luisa, Andre. These guys have, units, these guys do, these guys do. This one doesn't, which is the boss. And they have the Gagas. So there's a quest to destroy automatons, like 35 in the same turn. They don't mean the Gagas. Which, I thought they would include the Gagas, because they're technically automatons, but they aren't. But I'm gonna cut it here. I'll be back in a couple moments. The battle's gonna be like an hour and a half, so I want to separate it.